Black Wall Street. Do it right, build wealth, live life, economic empowerment, real tips, insight on the new Black Wall Street. It's on the new Black Wall Street. Here's your host. The new Black.
All right, top of the good evening to you, beautiful people. Thanks so much for joining us here tonight on the new Black Wall Street as we present you guys our feature premiere presentation, Black Woman Wednesday. That's right, man. It is Hump Day. And we got quite a few sisters here to be able to share their glory as they fix their crown today. Now, I'm your host, ERGJ, your certified global financial educator, CEO of ERGJ Enterprises, the Black Bazaar, an international best-selling author of the book, The Black Billionaires Club. Book that I wrote, guys, a study of Black wealth. It's a study of the 12 richest Black people in the world today and how they built their wealth. And I just truly believe that if you want to be wealthy, that's a big if, by the way, I recommend that you study wealthy people. Well, you can find our book by simply going to the website, theblackbillionairesclub.com. That's right, theblackbillionairesclub.com. There, you'll find not only the book, but you'll find a store. In that store, you can find other financial literacy books for your kids to teach them early what we may have learned late. And then also there's a tab that says Join the Club, where you can decide to walk away from the crowd of broke, busted, and disgusted and get with brothers and sisters who are serious, the few who are serious about building wealth, building business, and while we most serious about building ourselves, understanding that we don't chase money, money chases us because we become more attractive, a magnet to it. And that's what you begin to learn as you may decide to join the Black Billionaires Club. Well, guys, it is roll call time, beautiful people. Time to find out who is joining us here tonight to celebrate and honor and give a respect to Black woman. Good evening to you. Let's find out who's here. Vivian Reed is in the house, man. Thanks so much for joining us here tonight on Black Woman Wednesday. Miss Yvette is in the building as well. Sydney Mealy, thanks so much, man, from Texas is joining us. Black Woman Wednesday. Goodrich is in the house. As well as Antoinette Raw. While it's not changed. Chi Smith is in the house as well. Shiro has joined us. Also, Wilhelm Watt has joined us here tonight on Black Woman Wednesday. Front seat here tonight on Black Woman Wednesday. I am having some issues here. Nothing is working. Nothing is working. Oh my goodness. I am going to still get through this thing. Internet start getting choppy and all that good stuff. Okay, there we go. There we go. There we go. All right, man. Had to catch up. Y'all was just typing too fast. Right. Jamila's in the house, man, from New Jersey is in the building. Miss Sincere Newman, thanks so much for joining us as well. Miss Erica Gerald has joined us from Atlanta, is in the building. Miss Michelle Bazell is in the house as well, man. Good evening to you and happy Black Woman Wednesday here tonight. What is this show about? It's not Black Man Monday. See, that's what I'm saying. Black Woman Wednesday. What is the show about? It is about celebrating, honoring, and giving respect to whoever respect is due, the Black woman. It's a night to be able to connect networks to networks. We talk about it takes the village to raise a child. Well, what if the village don't know the village? That's what we're going to get to know tonight, right? Get to know some other pretty dope people that I know. And I'm just happy to be blessed. I mean, I am blessed. You don't even know right. And I got these sisters, these scintillating sisters, these divas. I mean, I'm in heaven. I mean, I don't know if it could be a better place than to be a brother that's surrounded by all of this, all this goddess energy. What am I going to do? That's right, man. So it's an opportunity again, guys. We take a moment to do that. At the end of the day. At the end, wait a second. We got a colleague. Oh, wait a second. Is that drop sauce? Oh Lord. Oh, sis sizzle. Oh my good. What's going on, sister, from Birmingham, Alabama? We helped this lady get her business off the ground. I went down there 3 years ago, and she had all this trepidation. Man, I went down there. I tagged that thing. I said, listen, we gonna get this sauce out. And then literally, she worked with a brother of mine down there, and she got the 41.29 drop sauce. I got my bottles. I got to order some more, by the way. Thank you. Oh, what's going on, Kelly? I can't wait to bring you on and tell your story, honey. I can't wait. Because she was like, I'm super excited now. I'm so excited. I know I'm so excited because I celebrate other people's success. Right? I celebrate other people's success, man. Miss Vaughn is in the house as well, out of Arkansas. and is in the house as well. I got some freezing stuff going on. Oh Lord, I got some free. They don't want us to be great. They don't want us to be great, but that's okay. Anyway, Chelsea McDowell is joining us as well tonight on Black Woman Wednesday. I'm shaking. I don't know what we do, because come on, internet. Don't be like that, internet. Okay, I can take some stuff down. Okay, let me just go over here and start taking some stuff down, because clearly the internet is trying to make sure I'm not great tonight. Okay, maybe let's see here. That's going to work. I know I'm coming in a little choppy, guys. That's okay. You're ready to let me go. All right, Keisha Winfield's in the house as well. Thanks so much for joining me tonight on Black Woman Wednesday. We start with the diva herself. That would be Miss Maya Angelou. That's the man. Still, I rise in honor of all the tonight. Everybody also had that woman here tonight, man. Let's go ahead, Miss Maya Angelou. Still, I rise. You may write me down in history with your bitter, twisted lies. You may try me in the very dirt, but still like dust, I'll rise. Does my sassiness upset you? Why are you beset with gloom? Because I walk like I've got oil wells pumping in my living room, just like moons and like suns with the certainty of tides, just like spring. Still, I rise. Did you want to see broken, bowed head and lower shoulders falling like tears? Does my hardiness offend you? Don't you take it awful hard? Because I laugh like I got gold mines digging in my own backyard. You may shoot me with your words. You may cut me eyes. You may kill me with your hatefulness, but still, like air, I'll rise. My sexiness is a surprise. I've got diamonds at the meeting of my thighs. Out of the Hudson's history strain, I rise. Up from a past that's rooted in pain, I rise. I'm a black ocean leaping and wide, welling and swelling, I bear in the tide. Leaving behind nights of terror and fear, I rise into a daybreak that's wondrously clear. I rise, bringing the gifts that my ancestors gave. I'm the dream and the hope of the slave. I rise, I rise, I rise. To all of our sisters that are out here tonight on Black Woman Wednesday, go pick comments. So I rise. That's right, sister. You have risen. You are still here. You continue to move forward. You continue to be the rock of our community. And you rise, you rise, you rise. Man, what is going on, brother? Oh, we got so much sight here. I can't even keep up. But here's the deal, man. We got to get right on with the show, because I'm just blessed to be connected to so many dope brothers and sisters. And here tonight on Black Woman Wednesday, I want to introduce you to 3 of them that I know personally. This sister right here, man, we go way back to probably elementary. I mean, I don't know how long. I don't know this. Too long. I mean, we at least go back to elementary, maybe middle school, something like that. But yeah, we are classmates. And this sister is out here, changing the world in the field of homeschooling and entrepreneurship and getting down in the Forex field. So we'll get a chance to get to know all about what this sister and the decision that she made to make sure that she took care of home and that her home is going to take care of the next generation as well. Let me introduce you guys to my sister, Miss Tumeka Slaton, up in here on Black Woman Wednesday. What's going on, Queen?
Hey, how you doing? Can you hear me?
Yes. Okay, good. We is good, man. You know what I'm saying? I know if she was over there praying, she was like, man, Satan, get behind me. That's what I'm talking about. Thanks so much. Man, thanks so much for joining us here tonight on Black Woman Wednesday. It is a pleasure. I know that we all are busy, but taking the time, an hour out of our day on a Wednesday to say, you know what, this is important. I appreciate you so much. Man, there's some people who have not been introduced. You do not know who the heck you are. If you could take a moment to let us know who you are, what you do, and why you do what you do.
Okay, hi. So, hi everybody. I'm Tumeka Slaton with Slaton Adventure Academy. When me and my husband decided to have children, we recognized and understood that we wanted to educate them differently. We understood that we hire our school systems to help us educate our children, but really the education happens around your dinner table. So we've always supplemented our older children's education. We have 4 children, an 18-year-old, a 17-year-old, an 11-year-old, and a 9-year-old. And so we recognized that we wanted our children to understand and learn about financial literacy, which things are not taught in the school. We wanted our children to understand about credit, which is not taught in the school. We wanted our children to have a world education, to travel and do those things. And the regular school system limits that. And so this is what made us, step out and do our own thing and homeschool our boys and our daughter, pretty much that. And then as far as Forex goes, I was introduced to Forex 4 years ago, and it changed my life. To be able to have the power to write your own check, literally to go create whatever it is that you need. You need $400 to go pay a light bill. You got the $400 to go pay that light bill. You need to create $1,000 to go on a vacation. You're able to do that. And the beauty of learning Forex is that's a skill set that you could pass down and teach your children. So that's what we do. And that's why I do what I do, to make a difference in my children, to make sure I'm securing their future, and to make a difference in the children lives that of my friends and family who entrust their children to join our academy to do as well.
Man, absolutely wonderful. I know I'm coming in choppy, guys. I'm just gonna have to go get through it, but I know Tumeka can hear me, so she'll be able to carry us out. There was a key word that you kept saying, and when I think of Forex that you do, and also I think of the academy that you started. Everybody put in console create. This word create. You created it. You guys created the academy. You guys are basically creating money out of the skill set I've learned in the world of Forex. Let's go to the academy first. Slaton Adventure Academy. Break down those 3 words and why you guys named it that.
So we named it Slaton Adventure Academy because we wanted to leave our legacy. We wanted to create something with our last name. Okay. So that's what that's about. Adventure, because every day is an adventure. Our children are learning about nature. We're learning that as Black people, this pandemic has shown us how our health is important. And what I learned is a lot of people don't realize that you're supposed to have sunlight. So part of our adventure is we learn outside, we study outside, we take our learning beyond the classroom. Our learning is just Monday we were at the Cascade Nature Preserve, and when I shared on Facebook about the Cascade Nature Preserve, so many people didn't even know we have a waterfall in our own backyard. There are so many different ways that you can create learning experiences for your family right here, and you don't have it's not expensive. It's something that you could do on the weekend. While we were there was a gentleman around young man painting with his son, teaching and passing down those skills with his son. So that's how we chose Slaton Adventure Academy. Our next adventure is we purchased a school bus. Our 6-year-old has been homeschooled from birth. And 2 years ago, I asked him if he had never attended school like his older siblings did, would he be okay? And he said, Ma, I'll be sad about one thing. And I said, well, what's that, baby? And so he told me, he said, I'll never be able to ride a school bus. So being the queen that I am and the mom that I am, I looked up school bus. I'm thinking, okay, I'm going to find a school bus, somebody that could take us on field trips and that sort of thing. I typed in my phone school bus and the word conversion came up. Did a little research and found out that people are actually taking these school buses, converting them into RVs, and traveling the United States, Canada, and Mexico. Now imagine the kind of education my children will have, and children who are also sharing this academy with us will have, when they can go explore those areas. That is what the academy is all about.
Wow! Now I tell you, I'm building a school as well, and one of the places we're gonna definitely take them is to the Federal Reserve here in Atlanta when we get that thing going. But can I get some roses in the chat, please? Some roses in the chat. This queen out here saying, you know what? Okay, got the idea from the son and said, let me investigate, let me look into this thing. And now she's you already purchased it, or you're in the process of purchasing or getting one?
No, we purchased the school bus back in November. So, of course, during the winter, it was cold. We stored it up because, Atlanta get too cold to work on it. And we pulled it out of storage in March. So we've pulled all the bus seats out. We've secured the maintenance from all our contributors. So we've gotten all the maintenance done on the bus. We're working on getting some new tires on the bus to get that started, and working on the building inside and floor planning and that sort of thing. In the near future, on our website, www.Slaton Adventure Academy, we're going to have days where people can come and join us to see this and be a part of the adventure. So that's part of the part when we say Slaton Adventure Academy. And as a community, we're building this as a community so people can join in and help us and participate.
Wow. Can I get some roses in the chat, please? Some roses in the chat for this queen. Wow, this is awesome. So with the tell us a little bit about when you say other children. So you basically have a homeschooling operation. Is there age range, or how does that work in the homeschool field? Are you teaching other people how to homeschool?
Yeah.
How's that working?
So part of, once I joined this the world of homeschooling, I found a lot of families who didn't understand how to implement a homeschooling program into their lives, how to make it fit with their family life, their work life, and that sort of thing. So part of the academy is we're gonna go around and help families establish their own homeschooling network, help them to see what that looks like. And so with those children that are with those families, we invite those families to come and join us on our adventures. We invite those families to come sit in with us, to learn with us. So we have families that are joining us to learn Forex. We have families that are learning to join us in learning on our adventures when we go out traveling around the city and exploring. And we have families that join us online for our virtual classes as well. So, and the ages are whoever's in your family. We have children as young as 2-year-olds that are learning, up to teenagers that are learning with us.
Wow, and let me ask this: as we are come through 2020, what adjustments did you need to make with the academy as we going through the whole thing with pandemic and no school or virtual school or social distancing school? How did that really what would you say is a lesson that you learned in business or in just life as it relates to what you experienced in 2020?
So in 2020, we learned that your business has to be able to pivot. Okay. Whereas we were doing looking for a building to have an actual location to educate our children and that sort of thing. 2020 just showed us that, hey, we can take this virtually. We can take this on the road. We can do this, and affect other children other families outside of the Metro Atlanta area. So I have families who are reaching out to me up north and up north, out west, down south. 5 of my girlfriends relocated to Mexico. So that's one of our things that we're doing, and they're homeschooling their children in Mexico. And so we look forward to our adventures in Mexico and to be able to travel and to take our academy down to show families how they can create the same thing down there. No matter where you're located, you can do this.
Well, I like to hear that. No matter where you're located, I want people to understand that we are in a global economy. Everybody put in console #global. And if no matter what you do, I think it's important that you think globally. I know there's some things that you might say this is only local, but you will be surprised when you start thinking globally of things that you can ways that you can impact and affect people abroad all over the world. Now, and we're not talk too much about Forex because we just don't have the time, but what are you looking forward to in 2021 in either aspect of what you're doing or just in life in general? What's next for you?
So what's next for me is to, like I said, get our bus on the road, to be able to begin those adventures. Eventually, we want to be able to create a community where we can purchase property and be able to give families a break, to be able to bring them into our compound, wherever that may be. And we're looking to secure some property now to allow families to get away. Sometimes we're clouded by our judgment about what's going on, and we can't think because of where we are in our current environment. But when you take people out of their current environment and put them in nature, so to speak, or put them in a different environment, then we can open up and receive those different ideas, and we can give our brains time to think and value and enjoy just the beauty of life and the beauty of nature and the beauty that God has presented for us. I mean, it's just so many things that we can do. So in 2020, when everything shut down, I realized that I wasn't necessarily taking self-care as important as I was before. You're ripping and running, you're doing all these things, you have all these activities with the children, and we neglect ourselves. So the one thing that I can say in 2021 that we decided that self-care was important. And that is for everyone in our household, from down to our children, down to, up to me and my husband and I.
Absolutely, everybody putting counsel, self-care is important. And this is Black Woman Wednesday, Ms. Slaton. It's an opportunity for you to share your words of encouragement, inspiration with the Black woman in 2021. So what does Tumeka Slaton of Slaton Academy, Slaton Adventure Academy have to say to the Black woman here tonight on Black Woman Wednesday?
I say all those dreams and goals that you've put on the back burner, it's time to do that. It's time to pull it off and let's dominate in 2021. Let's take all our goals, our dreams, our vision boards that we've created down through the years, and let's start marking things off our list and let's get it done. Ladies, we can do everything and anything. We're powerful, we're wonderful human beings, and we can do this together. We can help each other. Feel free to reach out to me, SlatonAdventureAcademy.com, Instagram, and Facebook, and let me help you. Let's work together to make our dreams a reality.
Man, that is what I'm talking about. Way to get the stroke. I knew I was going to I'll be learning something new from all these queens, man. I appreciate you taking the time to be here with us. Again, we'll hopefully get a chance to stay with us toward the end of the show. Again, this is Tumeka Slaton from Slaton Adventure Academy, Instagram, Facebook, also the website. Go ahead and go there right now and follow. Send her a quick chat, let her know that you saw her on Black Woman Wednesday. I'm pretty sure there'll be some connection along the way, okay? If you have more, we'll bring you back at the end of the show. I want to say thank you so much for joining us here tonight.
Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you
for having me.
Not a problem at all. Well, guys, we're going to get ready for our next guest, man. Before we do that, man, we'll be right back after the short little break. So yes, the show is powered by the Black Billionaires Club. Again, guys, at theblackbillionairesclub.com on the tab. Join the club. You can check out all of the benefits that you get if you decide to walk away from the 95% of people who will be talking about it and get with the few who are about it. If you're a BBC member or you join us here tonight, go ahead and put in the console hashtag BBC. We have financial literacy classes, got a book club for us to continue to increase our knowledge and our mindset, personal development masterminds, business development masterminds, and so much more. Maybe if you find yourself being the smartest person in the room, maybe it's time for you to find a new room. That new room could be the Black Billionaires Club. We invite you to join us on your journey towards wealth. We invite you to join us. We invite you so we can join you on your journey towards wealth. Man, thanks so much again, guys. We're here tonight for Black Woman Wednesday here by the New Black Wall Street. And we're going to bring in our next guest. She is a BBC member of recent. This woman here is, she loves red. I don't know. It's something about red that just does something for her. She is a project manager, and also I would consider a coach of some sort to be able to help you to organize. It's important that you get your stuff organized and you for clarity of where you might be going. Let me introduce you to Miss Antoinette Ross is a boss up in here on Black Woman Wednesday. What's going on, Glenn?
I am good. Thank you, Evan, for inviting me to be on your show. I'm happy to be here. Hi, BBC. Happy Black Woman Wednesday.
Well, thanks so much for taking the time to be with us here tonight, Miss Antoinette Ross, Women in Power. You got the shirt on and everything. You ready. You ready. She ready, man.
Mm-hmm.
If you could tell us a little bit about who you are, what you do, and why you do what you do, Ms. Ross.
Yes, I am Antoinette, Coach Ross of Project Execute, where I'm a coach, trainer, and accountability partner for individuals, groups, and organizations on personally developing themselves, realizing a vision, creating a plan, and most of the time fulfilling a greater mission. I started this really, it began organically. I had no intentions on going into business for myself, but of course, because things happen, I was unemployed. I received a message. I shared a message. A group of women came to me and said, we had to meet you. And I met with these women. We came up with workshops and things that we worked on for years. And it was like underground, offline type of thing. And the beautiful thing about this group is none of these women were born in America. So God had put before me what he had intended for me in this group of women. These women were from Haiti, uh, Africa, Liberia, Nigeria, Ghana, the Caribbean, and Jamaica. And we met for years, and I was able to build a curriculum programming with these women that we are still working together in order to, I guess, train the trainer for them to go back to their home countries and do what we do in these meetings. It is spirit-led, and we are trying to have a space. We are holding space for women, for healing, for personal development. And because of what I did with this group, I come to do it online. So I have individuals that I work with, and we mainly work through vision and knowing yourself. So just like Evan just mentioned, having clarity, I am Project Execute because I am the project. You become your project in building yourself up. What's working in your life? What's not working in your life? How do you see yourself? How do you see yourself? One thing I love about this group, the Black Billionaires Club, is that people are starting to see themselves probably different than they have seen themselves before. So you get to a certain place and someone drops a seed and you say, I may not be there today, but I know I can get there. So you have to build yourself up. You have to personally develop. You have to determine what's your vision. You have to get you an action plan, and you have to set that thing in motion. A lot of times people don't realize it, just like I didn't realize it. When you set it in motion, it's really for a bigger and greater mission. Just like Evan's greater mission is to have a school. He is going to eradicate poverty and lack consciousness. That takes personal development. If he hasn't realized it yet, he will realize it. In dealing with people, they need to be personally built up in order to take the action, in order to get the results, in order to say, yes, I am a Black billionaire. Same with me. My tagline is create your life, because we're all creators. We're all creators. You are creating the life that you live by the decisions you make and by the decisions that you do not make. So when I'm working with people, whether it's individuals, groups, and organizations, it's an understanding of where are you? How do you see yourself? Where do you see yourself going? How can we get there? What's stopping you? What's stopping you from getting there? And then we put together an action plan, and then they realize it's a greater mission, because when we build ourselves and when we do, it's really not for us. It's always for someone else.
Wow. Oh, I knew this was gonna be a special night. I don't even know. I mean, when y'all get me tongue tied, y'all know something going on right here. So, Miss Ross is the boss. I got so much that just hit me. I don't even know where to go next. But let me say this. Let me ask this. Obviously, it seems like there's some things that happened, and I guess maybe that's probably more of a secret type private group. That's okay. But you said that after this thing dropped in you, I guess you shared it with this group, and all of a sudden, just like that, you went into a global. You became a global coach, an international coach. And
of course, I didn't realize it at the time. I didn't think, in fact, I was trying to back up from these women because I was sent out a daily email. It started with an email that I sent.
Hold on. So let me say, it started with an email. Tell me about this email.
Well, as you know,
Not the whole email, but just
no. It was a daily message that I received. You know, you get divine downloads. The downloads be so hot, you have to check. You have to share them, right? So one night I just shared it because writing it down wasn't enough.
Okay.
So I shared it to my contacts anonymously. I shared it anonymously. Because I hadn't personally developed into the message. I received the message, I shared the message, and I hadn't personally developed into the message.
You got the message, but you hadn't personally developed into the message, but you shared. Okay, all right.
I shared the message anonymously.
Okay, go ahead. I gotta hear this.
So 6 months later, these women were receiving the messages. They were sharing the messages. They were talking about the messages. And one day they were like, I wish I knew who wrote these messages. Well, one of my coworkers knew. She said, well, I know her. You want me to ask if she'll meet you? And I met them. And I had to give them a disclaimer. I know you're receiving this message, but I'm not crafting the message. Okay. So when we came together, they said, we just wanted to meet you because you are being used. And we received these messages, and we have met for years in person. Now we meet online because everybody's dispersed.
Everybody put console share the message. I think it's so apropos because you were prompted to share, and sometimes and I'm pretty sure people that you work with a lot of times they get bogged down. The message, like you said, so hot, so powerful that it scares them to share, so they keep it, right? But to whom to freely has it been given to me, and freely shall I give to others, right? And so so you shared it, and that step is an action step that cannot be overlooked.
That's right.
That you put it out there,
right?
You shared it, that you put it out there, and however much time, whatever has happened after that, then it came back to you, not just in return, but we're talking about 30, 60, 90 fold.
Right.
People are looking for you.
That's right. They showed up to me, and I gave a disclaimer, and we met. We met for years, and these messages were used as the lessons.
So let me ask this, Miss Ross.
Mm-hmm.
What's the message for tonight?
The message for tonight, especially for women, is take good care of yourself. We are creators, and we are bogging ourselves down. We don't know ourselves. We're not taking care of ourselves properly. When the first guest mentioned self-care, I mean round the clock care. I'm talking about make yourself a priority. I spend the first 2-3 hours of the day with just me communing, getting my mind together, getting my heart together, moving my body, making sure I'm hydrated, making sure I'm eating the right things, making sure I'm more positive than negative. So that's my since last year, that's been my message. Please, women, please take good care of yourself. Don't wait for somebody else to come take care of you. Take care of you, because you are able to take care of everyone else much better. And then you teach them how to take care of you well. That's my message.
Man, I don't know how far we're gonna be able to get, because there's just so much here, so much to chew on. Now, I got the project part, but just execute. Give me the divine understanding of this divine name of this business that you are still developing, building, and got going. That started from sharing an email or sharing the message, and now is blown into an international business of developing others.
Execute means hit the button. That means take the action. Like I'm here today. I'm here. You emailed me at first, I was like, oh my God, I'm in the fog of 2020, but I cannot pass up this opportunity. So please let me come in March. I wanted to be here for Her Story Month. I wanted to be here after spring. Execute me. What are you going to do? What do you do? What are you going to do? I don't want to hear. We do a lot of talking. I deal with clients. They do a lot of talking. And my question is always, what are you going to do? I don't care if you do it and you fall flat on your face. You did it. Do it, because you never know. Hitting that send button on that email every day is how I ended up here on your show. That doing that every day, you learn discipline and you learn obedience to what you are supposed to do. Your vision comes more into view when you take action. It's not just talking about it.
Yeah, I think so many of us miss that. Because obviously I think there's a lot of people may look at where I'm at and what I do and probably similar to you, and that part where we were in the doing phase long ago. We were in a planting the seed phase. We were in the tilling the ground phase. We were in the dirty work phase long
figuring
ago.
it out. What is this thing? What is it? Sometimes you don't know right out. Some people, they create it, they know it and create it. I didn't. It was an organic thing. I had to keep working at it. Even now, I have a clear vision since 2020, but I had to figure it out how I was going to take this offline thing, put it online. How am I going to grow it? But in time, God answers all questions.
So tell us a little bit about that. You said, man, obviously 2020, we can call that a year of vision in a sense, right? 2020 is vision. What was a great lesson for you through 2020? And as you talk about this briefly about this transition from offline to online.
Well, for me, 2020 was the year of implosion. That means my life imploded in on itself. All structures, all things, because I work with organizations. Everything changed. Everything changed. And I started just worrying about Antoinette and Antoinette's vision. I had a few clients to come on, but I really had to start revamping. Pivoting wasn't good. It's not good enough for me. I had to revamp this thing because it is huge. The opportunity are many, and I have people I have to prepare, and it has to be different, and it may not be online. And because that's a fact, I deal with women who are in the shadows. They're not up front in front of the camera. That's me, but they're in the shadows, and that's where they are. That's where they're comfortable. That's their play. That's what they choose to do. So I have to figure out how to manage this in a cycle and make it all come together. And they're going to help me do it, but they're just not going to do it the way I do it. So let's see, 2020 caused me to have to revamp.
I got two more questions. My next question is, who is your coach?
Well, I've had several coaches because I have a business coach, April Franks. I have a spiritual coach, Rev Coach Latanya Taylor. I have used a content coach, Shay Cannon, and a young lady named Henry, Sister to Sister. She teaches how to create content. So I use all of those ladies. I have been coaching with them for years. Well, Latanya is first, but I'm just first. I had a spiritual mastermind that I went through for 12 months last year with Rev Coach Latanya Taylor.
Fantastic. So you are definitely investing in yourself to bring
yes.
all this stuff out of you as well. And may I ask, in 2021, what's next for Antoinette Ross? Ross the boss? What's next for you? What's coming up?
This is the year of creation for me. That means taking all of that information that we have gathered, digitizing it, like you say, like we have already talked about, website. What does it mean? Because also the people that I deal with don't always have internet. So I have to come up with ways. How am I going to get the information? How are we going to function? Sometimes it's 1-800 free conference call if they can handle the international fees. So I have to really figure out the process and the information and providing it for the people that I'm intend on working with.
So it sounds like you have you sound like you're kind of clear on who you're trying to reach. It sounds like that. And obviously it's more of an international connection with I mean I'd be interested to do more work with you privately to see where we can go. I do international stuff as well, so it's very interesting.
Yeah, it is.
And I know you shared a message earlier, that you have. Is there anything else you want to say to the Black woman here tonight on Black Woman Wednesday?
I do. I have one more message, and it is, when I say the message is for me, but I want you to hear it, and if it touches you in any way, to personalize it. Get on the 18. Get on the 18. Be aware of what it is, who you are, and what it is that you want to create. I'm going to use create because Tumeka used it already. Acknowledge it. When you are aware of it, acknowledge it. Accept it. Get in alignment with it. Take action and be sure to affirm yourself. Not only do that for yourself, but do that for people who are around you. Because I have planted seeds and I am sprouting, people around me are sprouting too. So I have to learn how to do these things for them. So get on the 18.
Absolutely, man. And I know she went pretty fast there. We're going to teach her how to drop the mic. Aware, acknowledge, accept, align, action, affirm. Let's do that again. Aware, acknowledge, accept, align, action, affirm. If you're here tonight and join us live or you catch the replay, if you're ready to get on the 18, go ahead and put in the console 18. If that's you, you're a sister, even if you're a brother, but she specifically deals with the women. If you're a sister and you're like, I not only do I need to get on the 18, I'm ready to get on 18. You're ready to take action. Go ahead and put in console 18. Aware, acknowledge, accept, align, and affirm. Miss Antoinette Ross can be found Project Execute Facebook here on Facebook, Project Execute. Go ahead and like that page, follow that page. We appreciate you taking the time to be here. Again, we'll come back in about 20 minutes after our last guest to bring everybody on, get our screenshot and everything. Hopefully you can hang out for a little bit.
Of course.
All right. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
Not a problem at all. All right, beautiful people. We'll be right back after the break. If I can find the break.
Oh, yeah.
All right, y'all know what it is, man. It is the Black Bazaar at www.theblackbazaar.com, Afrocentric marketplace, specializing in Afrocentric home decor, personal care products, and also Black art-inspired gifts. Here you see our wall tapestries and also backdrops, which you see behind me. You can pick you up some pretty dope stuff, right, that represents Black power, Black girl magic, all that good stuff, man. Go ahead and do your shopping. Shop back, black, all that good stuff by simply going to www.theblackbazaar.com, www.theblackbazaar.com, man. We want you guys to remember this, man, at the Black Bazaar, that once you shop Black, you never go back. It's Black Woman Wednesday, man. Hit the like button, the share button if you care. Like button, the share button if you care. Also, here's the deal. Oh, let's see. Okay, let me go ahead and get out the way for just a second. I don't want y'all. Yeah, there we go. That's one of our most popular backdrops there. You can go ahead. Matter of fact, this one here, if you want this one, you can get it for $5 off. Just make sure you inbox us. I already opened it, so it's just brand new, but it's been used. So therefore, you get $5 off. Okay, you want to get that? Make sure you let me know. We'll make sure we work that out for you. Now, here's the deal, guys. Got one more guest here. This sister here. I mean, I hope y'all ready because this sister. I mean, she's just super dope. She got a lot of energy. She ready to. She already. I see her turn. She got the fire in her, man. She's just a great spirit. Sister, all out of Texas, I believe. She got her own business, NRG. And that means a lot, stands for a lot. And I'm elated to connect with her. She's a BBC member. We work together well. One thing she said to me today when we talked, she said, here's what she said. This is the powerful stuff that comes from women sometimes. She said to me, how else can I help you with building the school? And I don't know, sometimes, onions be happening, but sometimes those small little moments that you have with the sisters, brothers, that you really start to even reaffirm your appreciation for the Black woman. That came from nowhere. You're like, how else? Not as if she wasn't doing enough. How else can I help you with what you are building? At any rate, before I get too much estrogen going on over here, let me introduce you guys to Miss Chi Smith up in the house here on Black Woman Wednesday, man. What's going on, Queen?
What's going on? Hey, y'all.
Man, thanks so much for taking the time to be with us here tonight. I know I called you last minute. You said, man, you called me. I'm going to show up. I got the time, man. I know you've been going through a lot of things as well, but appreciate you taking time to be here, man. Some people that don't know who Chi Smith is, we got a chance to meet online. I saw some stuff that you were doing. I said, man, how can I help you? I want to help you expand your brand. And ever since then, we've been rocking and rolling. Tell us a little bit about who you are, what you do, and why you do what you do.
Wow. Okay. So I'm Chi Smith, and I am the owner and founder of NRG LLC. So that's INEARTHGIE, NRG. And that means in the earth is where you find true energy. So it's not by chance that my name is Chi, because we know that CHI means energy. So with that, we offer services and solutions to help you with your everyday, every week, every month, every year lifestyle to keep you whole and happy. That's what we do.
Absolutely, T, and obviously there's so much to your grind, to your mission, to what you do on a regular basis, and we see there's this cute little thing behind you as well, which it's hard to take eyes off of both of y'all at the same time, man. What is that thing behind you, man, that's representing brand?
Right. So that's my road dog. Her name is Allie. So she is the brand of NRG. And she is chosen because she is me. I am her. We are the same. And what that means is, as you guys can see, I am a beautiful, bald, alopecian woman. And because of that, I birthed NRG. So just a quick little background. I come from the natural state. So let me share that I come from the natural state. And if you know what the natural state is, I know a thing or two about natural remedies, holistic remedies, and natural herbs and plants and all the above. And so with that, though, came a long-term young life of sickness. And as far as I can probably remember, by the age of 5, I always stayed in the hospital and was diagnosed with a number of different things. And that actually led all the way up. Now, mind you, I was athletic. I stayed a busybody. Nothing could stop me, but I stayed sick. And because of that, that led to a lot of internal challenges and trauma, many things that kind of ailed me from an external perspective as well. So I started losing my hair at the age of 14. My mother was braiding my hair and she said, oh my goodness, what is this? And so it was about the size of a quarter. And so listen, if you're a 70s or 80s baby, all type of hairstyles was happening, right? There's nothing that you can say that would deter you from doing else with your hair. And so not understanding that between life experiences and what I was doing to my hair caused more trauma. Now, we have a thing about our hair, women, let's be real. So anything that goes on, if it's shedding a little bit, if it's breaking off, if it doesn't look as silky, if it doesn't have the right curl type stay, we lose our minds. And so, but I didn't have that liberty. So with losing my hair, slowly went on to self-esteem issues and so on and so forth. Now you say, gee, wait a minute, you're this big ball of joy. Like, wait a minute. Fast forward, I'm celebrating 8 years of shaving my hair. Why? Because I found that I was diagnosed with alopecia, which in turn yields back to an autoimmune deficiency, which in turn yields to a couple of other diagnoses that I had received throughout my life, in turn had a couple of lupus scares. Now, what does that have to do with inertia? I'll tell you. Oftentimes, we are doing things and are investing in things, solutions, products, yada, yada, from an external perspective. So I said, okay, let's use reverse psychology. I come from the natural state. I know a thing or two about what natural remedies can do. So I started kind of taking care of myself, right? I started going on this journey. I started creating my own solutions to deal with myself from an external perspective. Well, guess what? That's awesome. And I started seeing progress. But there was still something that was lacking. Because even though my skin looked great and my skin felt great, and I had gained this confidence from an outer perspective, there were still some things going on internally that even with the best of the best products that I was making, and I knew they worked because I have a background in the sciences, something else was happening. So little do we know, the skin is the largest organ in our body. But secondly, we have to understand that what goes on internally will show up outwardly, right? So all of the things that probably led to the hair loss, that probably led to the many diagnoses from a health perspective, was actually some things that I was harboring internally. So that allowed me to go back into my business and provide a service to where now I am a therapist, I am a counselor, and I help people deal with the internal challenges and issues, which is coming out and are resulting to the outward appearance. But then we're also tackling the outward appearance with the solutions and products that we have as well. So you bring services and solutions, you put them together, you have the perfect combination for energy. In the earth is where you find true energy. There you have it. Black Women Wednesday!
It's the Chi Smith Show, guys. So here's the deal. G. We have this thing called BBC TV that we are launching, and I think you should have your own show. So
yes.
I don't know what your time is like or how busyness and stuff like. But we need the Chi Smith Show or whatever you're gonna call it. We need all of that you got over there. We need an episodic show on our network, and we want to invite you to do that. Okay, however, whatever you piece together. But yeah, it's time. It's time. Everybody putting console. It's time. Can I get some hand claps in the chat? It's time. I've been talking about this for a minute with you. Making sure it's time for the world to be exposed to your energy, your inner chi or energy, all that good stuff. It's time. And so let's make that happen. Yeah, that's what I got to say about that. Yeah.
Well, listen, by the way, guys, check out this shirt. Shameless plug, but it will be coming to you soon. I am holistic. Tell yourself, I am holistic. You are whole, guys. Women, you are whole. You're whole. Tell yourself that. Put that in the chat. Look, I didn't took over the show today. Put that in the chat. I am whole. I am whole. Put in the chat. And think about this. I didn't take over the man's show. I'm sorry, Evan.
It's not a me show, it's a we show. Go ahead, sister.
Guys, we've been hearing it from the first two guests already. Self-care. Self-care. But what does that mean, y'all? It ain't about just going and creating these meal plans. It's not all necessarily about, getting up, exercising 15 before you get ready, work, and get the kids ready for school. Wholeness means complete. And we have been running on fumes for a long time. And unfortunately, we haven't even been doing it for ourselves. You are whole. Tell yourself that. Lay your hand on yourself and say, I am whole. You have to believe that. And this very day, you have to decree and declare that you're going to do everything possible to remain whole. Stop cheating yourself. If you're tired, feel that and say, I'm tired. Can we do this tomorrow? If you don't feel like answering the phone, don't. If you got babies that's old enough to cook, you better let them cook. It's time for us to be honest with ourselves. See, I've learned a long time ago that I didn't have the capacity to really do a lot of things, but I was making myself, hence the additional ailments that came upon me. But it wasn't until I took this wellness journey and God said, it's time for you to explore wellness on a whole nother level. So that means stopping the world, pressing the pause button, taking some time out for yourself. Look, Energy has a number of products. You can go to our website, www.energy.com, www.energy.com. We're also on all social media platforms, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, @Energy. Chi, why are you doing these plugs? Because we share wholeness and wellness across all platforms. You cannot go to the website without seeing something that's going to help you from a therapeutic perspective. You cannot look at these social media platforms without seeing the proper things that's going to keep you, bring you to wellness and keep you well. We call it well now. Well now. When do I need to be well? I need to be well right now. And you need to be well right now. Not tomorrow. I'll get it together. Right now. Right now. Wellness leads to wholeness. And then get this. Wholeness equals holiness. Let me say that again. Wellness leads to wholeness. Once I'm well, once I feel good, I feel whole. But once I become whole, complete, that equals holiness. HOLINESS. See, once you're whole, bringing it all together, you can then operate in holiness. Evan, I'm done.
Man, oh man. How many guys are watching right now? You ready to tune in to the Energy show, whatever we're gonna call it. We're gonna come up with a name. But it's definitely gonna be a health and wellness, a wholeness show of some sort. It's time, Chi. It's just simply time. You already have your tune that can represent as a part of the representation of the show as well. You already have products that can be displayed and sent, being bought and sold through the show. Yeah, it's time. We're gonna make this happen. You just let me know what kind of time frame that you have, because I know that life is still life, but let's figure out when we can do something on a consistent basis, because the people are waiting. You're not waiting on them; they waiting on you, and it's time. It's Black Woman Wednesday. I know you just said quite a few things to the woman, but what specifically, if you have anything else to share in the next 3 minutes, to the Black woman here tonight on Black Woman Wednesday?
Stay in the boat. My mentor says, stay in the boat. And I was like, what? Stay in the boat. What does that mean? Don't get off the path. Stay in the boat. Don't get out. Because if you get out, you won't get to the destination. The boat is to take you to the next destination. The boat is to take you along the journey. Stay in the boat. It's going to sway. It's supposed to. The tides is coming. Okay. Somebody trying to birth this business and all kind of foolishness. And that may be everybody on here. All kind of foolishness. You got a family over here. Somebody got, I don't know what that means. Your ex, somebody's ex is like talking bad, saying you can't do it. Just bad energy, bad words. Stay in the boat. Don't get out that boat, because that boat is taking you to the destination. That's what I have to say to my sister. Stay in the boat. Don't get out the boat. Do not get out the boat. Because if you get out the boat, you're not going to meet the next destination.
Allow me to introduce you guys to T. Smith. Oh man! I bring up the rest of our guests, man. We'll get a good screenshot, guys. Bring it back. Miss Tumeka Slaton and Miss Antoinette Ross is a boss up in here. Who's here? Miss Sincere, Miss Vivian. One of you, if both of you guys can get a screenshot, what you see here, it's so important because we tend to be a visual people. So to be able to see this all by itself is so very powerful. So go ahead and grab that screenshot for me, guys, with the new Black Wall Street, Black Woman Wednesday, and all that stuff as well. Miss Antoinette Ross, your experience here tonight on Black Woman Wednesday. Did you enjoy yourself, and what are your thoughts about your experience here tonight on Black Woman Wednesday?
I am well from head to toe, starting off with Create from Tumeka with what I have to say, which embodies me to the energy of Chi. I appreciate it. Thank you for teaming us together, because we couldn't have done this on our own. I really appreciate you bringing us here. I hope everyone receives wellness today, and thank you again.
Thanks so much for taking the time to be with us here tonight. Miss Antoinette Ross is the boss, Project Execute. Tumeka Slaton, how would you enjoy yourself here tonight on Black Woman Wednesday? Tell us a little bit about your experience here tonight with us here on Black Woman Wednesday.
I just want to tell you, Evan, you rock. Okay, you put us together, and this was just awesome. Okay, I've been blown away over here saying yes. I'm looking forward to working with you all. Like I'm ready for the Chi show. I'm ready for all of this. Let's do this.
Absolutely, man. Thanks so much for taking the time to be with us again. I don't take time for granted. It's the most valuable asset that we have. And for all you ladies, thanks so much. Miss Chi Smith, getting ready to launch. We're gonna get her launched in the BBC. Tell us a little bit about your experience here tonight, and how did you enjoy our time here tonight on Black Woman Wednesday?
Always a blessing, always a blessing. And we thank you. You're the leader over this. So we have to thank you, and we pray continuous blessings over you, and that God continues to strengthen you as he continues to open more doors. Oftentimes as Black women, we're not praying for our Black men. So we want to offer the prayers up to you on today, because we believe, we know our position. And those of us that are coming into our position, understanding that we possess a power that the Black man needs. And so we pray for you. We will help lift up your arms, because we see what you are doing for the community, and we do not take it for granted. So if it wasn't for you, Mr. Evan Jefferson, neither one of us, none of us would be on this platform. You are helping us. So because of that, we want to give back to you divine energy, divine love, and divine peace upon you this day and forevermore.
Every day.
Amen.
That's right.
Man, oh man. Yes. Dre Nicole, we got a Dre Nicole sighting as well. Man, this is what we do, guys, on Black Woman Wednesday. And I'm gonna come back around again. If any one of the sisters have anything to say to anybody else that's in this four square, we'll give you an opportunity to say that real quick. Come back down to you, Miss Antoinette Ross.
Empower women, support one another. Let's not forget that. I was recently given a proposal, and the first paragraph talked about how we don't get along. And I want to prove that to be a lie. I'm going to speak against it. I am not going to participate in it. This is a demonstration of how to empower and support one another.
All right, absolutely. Ms. Tumeka Slaton, you have anything to say to any of the other three squares in the box?
Look, I love you ladies, and I can't wait till we can meet up and get together and connect and do some wonderful things together.
Absolutely, man. Again, thanks so much for joining us. Ms. Chi, have anything to say to anyone else that's in the box on the fourth square?
I love you, ladies. I can't wait to meet you.
Love you too.
Well, beautiful people, man, hopefully you hit the like button, the share button, all this stuff. You are your sister's keeper. You're your brother's keeper. You found it important enough to share an experience with them. This was an experience. And we do this on same black time, same black channel here on the BBC TV. You may not have caught it here tonight, but that's where we are. Want you to definitely go ahead and check us out there. That's where the Chief Smith Show will be. Will be premiering. And let me go ahead and get that link for you. Love for you to go over there. And not only just go ahead and like and follow that page, because that's where all of our content. We understand, what's against us. And Dr. Cloud Anderson said that media is the first pillar. So we are working to become our own media, where we not only have what I do from a financial literacy standpoint, but we have other brothers and sisters in their space of expertise to be able to share quality content that you and I must prove that we value, that we must prove that we value. So go ahead and hit that like button over at BBC TV. You'll see it at facebook.com/BCTV. From there, we're going to see how many of our brothers and sisters truly do value quality content, and then we'll begin to build out the network once we see that we do value it. What we will learn is that we do talk a lot, all right, but it's about us showing up, and we hope that you will show up with us each and every day on Black BBC TV. We have already started to launch out programs on a daily basis, okay? This, though, program is brought to you by the New Black Wall Street and the Black Billionaires Club, which is Black Women Wednesday. We definitely show our love, our appreciation, our support, our respect to the Black woman here tonight. And we so much has been said, but I've heard words: create, the A-team, awake, acknowledge, accept, align, action, affirm, right? Wholeness into holiness. And we'll leave you with that. I'm your host, RGJ, and I want you guys to remember this, that it takes a village. It starts with us. Let's build as we climb together. We all we got, beautiful people. Matter of fact, we all we really need. And thank God, that's more than enough. Until next episode, you know what time it is. Mr. DJ, hit the music.
The new Black Wall Street. Thanks you for joining the show. We gave a lot of great tips, but it's time to go. Take the knowledge we shared, hope you use it and grow. We will see you all there at the next episode of The New Black Wall Street. The New Black Wall Street.